Smoother than this. Smoother than this. Who do you know that's smoother than this? What's good? It's your boy, the MMA Southpaw Scientist, and I'm back with my second official full-card breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed the last one. About last card, we scored 8 out of 12 of them things, but we can do better. Shout out to Todd Tuivasa for selling the parlay, you know what I mean? Much love. Moment of silence for my parlay. And we keep it moving. This next card is lit, pretty much. Just lit. For no reason, the matchmakers were like, you know what? Let's throw a random card that's probably going to be a better card than the White House card, in my opinion. Starting this card off, this UFC fight night, Chimaev versus Strickland, we got Clayton Carpenter versus Jose Ochoa. I'm going with Jose Ochoa. I got high expectations for Jose Ochoa in this fight. I think he gets it done by decision in one of those decision fights where he ends up making it one-sided toward the end. And I think he shows some improvement on that takedown defense. I'm going with Jose Ochoa. Second fight, you got Basingar. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that name versus DeJordan Santos. I'm going with Basingar. DeJordan Santos is not that good of a fighter in my opinion. He's just really not. He's a good striker, but that's about it. That's all you're going to get from him is a good, powerful volume striking. And I feel like this guy who he's facing is going to definitely take it straight to the mat early and try to keep it there for majority of the fight. So that's where I'm going with it. I'm going with Basingar by decision. Maybe even finds the decision, submission, I mean. Next, we got Pat Sabatini versus William Gomez. This is going to be a good fight. This is going to be a great fight. I think both of these guys are capable of winning this fight. That's what makes it so good. And I think William Gomez goes and finds Gomez. He finds the decision win. Because Pat Sabatini is a tough son of a gun. He's not going to lay down for you. He's definitely not. I don't think he's going to get knocked out in this fight. I don't think so. But if he does, it don't matter because I'm taking William for the parlay. Now, next, we got Roman Kopylov versus Marco Tullo. And I think Marco wins by TKO. I feel like Roman Kopylov might be a little shaken up after what just happened. If you know, you know. But yeah, I think Marco gets it done in a violent manner. That is a violent striker. And he's big for the division, in my opinion. And he's just going to put them hands on Lil Roman, I think. You know what I mean? I don't think Roman's going to be able to hold him on the ground enough to get the takedowns. And I don't think he's going to be able to knock him out either. So I see this being a tough fight. These are two tough fights back-to-back for Roman Kopylov. I'm going with Marco Tulio for the TKO. Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. I mean, come on, guys. I love Jim Miller for what he did back in the day, but this is not back in the day, and Miller time is over. It's time for cores or something because, yeah, I'm sorry. We're not even going to spend too much time on this breakdown. I'm going with Jared Gordon. Jared Gordon. Easy. I'm taking him by decision. I wouldn't be surprised if he found the finish. Moving on, we got Grant Dawson versus Mateus Rebecki. I like how I say his name like that. Rebecki. I don't know why it's so fun to say Rebecki like that. But Mateus Rebecki versus Grant Dawson. I'm going to go with Grant Dawson. They're both great fighters. This is another great fight, another great matchup. But I think Grant Dawson just being well-rounded, he's a pretty good striker, he's a great wrestler. I think he has enough talent to get it done. I think he has enough talent to outlast, to outwill Mateus Rebecki. So I'm going with Grant Dawson. Next fight, we got Joel Alvarez versus Yaro Amazov. And I think Yaroslav will win this. Yaroslav will win this fight because he's just a little bit more well-rounded. I think he might find a submission. That's pretty much all I need to say about that, right? Moving on. Atiba, my boy, my friend, versus Ozzy Diaz. I'm going with Atiba by knockout. Easy. That boy too strong. He too aggressive. He going to come straight forward with the pressure nonstop. He going to find a knockout eventually. You can't run from him for a full fight. And we seen that the same thing with Carlos Prates. You cannot run from strikers that are that willing to stand there and throw strikes at you for a full fight. You can't do it. You have to either be able to get the takedowns, or you have to be a counter striker, or you have to say hell with it and jump in the fire and be like, let's get it then. Those are the only way to beat these type of guys, man. And I respect them. My hat's off to them. That being said, I'm going with Big Atiba by TKO. For damn sure by TKO. I'm 100% confident in that pick. Moving on, we got King Green versus Jeremy Stephens. Now, as much as I'm a King Green hater, he showed levels in that last fight, did he not? Now, mind you, he's not going to little boy Jeremy Stephens like that. I don't think Jeremy Stephens is dumb enough to play into the whole emotions thing and the trash talking thing. But I do think he's has a lot more left in the tank, cardio and striking wise, than Jeremy Stephens. And I think that's enough for him to find this win by decision. So I'm going with King Green by decision. Next fight we got, this is a banger. You hear me? This is a goddamn banger. Man, you got Joshua Van. You got Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley. Now, if you know me, you know these are two of my favorite fighters in this division. So to see either one of these guys lose is going to be bittersweet for me. Like, you know, if Joaquin loses, it's like, damn, not my boy Joaquin. And if Brady loses, it's not my boy Brady. So, bro, I'm in a catch-22 here, but my gut is telling me, because that's what it's going to come down to. I thought this is like literally a pick'em fight. This is literally a pick'em fight. Anybody can win this fight. They're both explosive fighters, great strikers, great wrestlers. Like, this could go anywhere. But I'm going to have to go with Joaquin Buckley. I think Joaquin is just a little bit more powerful. And I think he's going to be just a little bit too gritty tonight. I think he's going to be too gritty to take a loss. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that dog is going to come out. And Sean Brady got a dog too. So it's going to be a dog fight. But I got to go with my gut here, because these are my guys, man. And my gut is telling me, what is it saying? Shh. Joaquin Buckley. You know what I mean? By decision, I think Sean Brady's tough, but I wouldn't be surprised if Joaquin Buckley found a finish either. This could be fight of the night. This could be fight of the night. What will not be fight of the night, however, is Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Alexander Volkov. This is, I don't know. I just feel like, I've been team Waldo. Everybody knows I'm a huge Waldo fan, the same way I'm a huge fan of Sean Brady and Joaquin Buckley. But Waldo is literally going to outclass dude. I'm not going to lie. It's the footwork. It's the sharpness of the hand. It's the speed for the division and for his size. It's the comfortability when you get struck and you're almost out. It's the way he stays comfortable in those moments where he's in danger. Man, Waldo is a future champion. Remember I said that. Please hold me to it. Like, please remember these words. Mark this date. Timestamp it. Waldo is a future champion in the division. I promise. There's not too many people that could do anything with him. And him and Alex Pereira would be a... How you say banger? Moving on, because I'm taking Waldo, and I'm taking Waldo by TKO. I'm sorry. I think he finds a knockout. He's too crispy with it. Nobody's going to hold him on the ground. We already know that he's too crispy with it, man. Shout out to that boy Waldo, man. Like, that boy is a dog, bro. Speaking of dogs and underdogs, I mean, we got Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira. I'm not a huge fan of Tatsuro Taira. I feel like UFC just really tried to shove him up the ladder too fast. However, he is very talented, and he does possess the talent to beat Joshua Van. But just because you have a hammer don't mean you're going to go break a window. And that's exactly what he's not going to do. I'm sorry. I just don't see Joshua Van losing his first title defense. It's not happening. Joshua Van is not somebody you can hold on the ground. I don't see him being submitted in this fight by Tatsuro Taira. Now, I'm not saying he can't be submitted. I just don't see it happening. I mixed up some different possibilities in my test tubes and in my beakers, and that never came out. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a fight where the rounds are going to be split. There's going to be some rounds that are going to be close rounds, but I feel like either Van finds the knockout or he does enough with those hands to win the decision. So I'm going with Joshua Van. Science says so. I get hyped when I talk about these fights, man, because we get ready to get to this main attraction, this main arrangement, this main event, which is Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland. Look, I would love to say I think this is going to be a barn burner, and it will be a good fight, but it will not be a great fight. And we all know why. I think Khamzat is just too smart, and he's going to go out there and fight his fight. He will not fight Sean Strickland's fight. And that's great. That's smart. That's beautiful, because if he does, he will get knocked the fuck out. That's what would happen if Khamzat wasn't as smart as he is. But Khamzat's going to be safe in the exchanges. He's going to strike from distance enough to set up those takedowns. And we all know once he takes Sean Strickland down, it's going to be no different than Dricus du Plessis, because Sean Strickland is not stronger than Dricus du Plessis. So if Dricus doesn't get up, Strickland doesn't get up either. He holds him there for round after round after round, or finds a submission finish on Sean Strickland. But I don't see a path of victory for Strickland unless Chimaev is dumb enough to play strike exchange with him, and he's not going to. So I'm going with Chimaev by decision. This has been my second official card breakdown, genuinely, to anybody who has supported, who has subscribed, who has liked it, who has disliked it, anything. If you strolled past it, I thank you. Because one thing about me, I'm going to keep moving forward. Man, y'all heard my picks. Y'all know what it is. I will see y'all next card. Bang.